Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me. I'm so glad that you're here today. We're talking about how in the world do we literally downsize our lives that we've been living for 60 years. And a lot of it has to do with managing the stress. We want more balance in our life. And downsizing isn't just downsizing your things. I mean, we might be downsizing our activities, we might be downsizing the things in our house, we might be downsizing our actual home. Remember, like, in your 20s, 30s, 40s, you were in 1,000 activities. You might have been the president of 1,000,000 organizations. You might have been working full time. You might have children that you were just running everywhere and, gluing sequins on dancing school costumes and being the treasurer for the basketball team. I mean, busy, busy activities. And hey, a lot of life happened. And now you're getting older, you're in a new phase in your life. You just want to be freer. You want to be freer to do the things you want to do. And so I'm here to say, yes, it is so worth going on this journey. And I know some of you are like, I don't know, I'm scared. A lot of people, I was scared. I was like, do I really want to give up this home, these memories? This is where I raised my 4 kids. What's this going to feel like? You know what? Your family is your family. You're the family, your people, your kids, your husband, your friends. Those are your experiences that you're taking with you. It's not the brick and mortar. And you're going to have so much freedom to spend more time with the people you love. So I will tell you that managing the stress and finding balance in your life is so worth doing. It's simplifying your life. So one of the things that really helped me on this journey was when people would say, like, why are you doing it? Like, why are you giving up your big house, or why are you getting rid of all this stuff, and what's the end game? My husband would say, well, I'll tell you one thing, for us, we don't want to burden our children. And I went, oh, I didn't tell you the truth. I hadn't even thought about that. I was just thinking about how things were going to change for my husband and I and how we were going to feel. And then, Mark and I talked about it, and he said, honey, our 4 kids live all over the country. You know our kids today. They are independent. They're successful. They get it. They are experiencing life. They're traveling. These kids have it all figured out. Well, you know how precious vacation time is. My husband's like, do we really want to burden our kids? Do we really want them to have to fly in and declutter and empty out and figure out everything that we've accumulated for decades? And that, like, really hit me. And I have a friend who, I mean, it's going to sound harsh, but that's exactly what happened. His grandparents passed away 6 months, 6 months, both of them passed away. And he said, listen, I watched my parents not get one, not get two, but get 3 dumpsters. And basically, their siblings flew in, and it was like, we got to make this happen. And there wasn't a whole lot of reminiscing through all the papers and all the playbills and, all the little precious moments. And it was like pitch and run, pitch and run. I mean, didn't even have time to donate a lot. Just like, fill up the dumpsters. We got to put the house up for sale. Everybody's flying in. We don't have vacation time. It just kind of broke my heart, actually. And I just thought, is that the legacy that I wanted to leave? That all this great stuff that we've done together as a family, and we're going to end with, oh my gosh, this whole house is filled with stuff, and oh, look at these closets and these drawers, and what are we going to do, and who has vacation time, and do we have to rent dumpsters? And I was kind of like, oh my gosh, Mark, you are totally right. Like, hey, I want to go out with a bang. I want them to have a big party. I want it to be a celebration of life because, hey, I'm going on to eternity. Instead, I'm going to burden them with, like, decluttering and, all the things I didn't do through the years. So I hope this encourages you that really you want to leave on a high note and have everything done. And that kind of motivated me on days that I didn't really want to dig in and do it. I thought, you know what? I'm not leaving this for someone else to do. So that is the first thing that I will say to you. The other thing I'll say to you is when you're doing all this, think to yourself, what's the return? What's going to happen? What's the reward? You know, like a lot of times Saturday mornings, the kids would get together and it'd be like, hey, if we get our chores done, then we're going to take a great bike ride on the trail. Or, you know, hey, if we have a great soccer game and we win, the coach takes them for ice cream, right? There's always a reward. Keep trying to visualize what is the reward at the end of this process. And I'll tell you, for me, I'm so sentimental, and I was scared, and I was like, am I gonna like parting with all this and leaving that home and the memories? And guess what? I have so much more time to do things with friends, family. I belong to a gym now. I in a mahjong group. I play pickleball. I'm in a book club. I don't have it hanging over my head, or even the guilt, like, should I really be flying down to Florida and seeing my girlfriend for 3 days and playing pickleball and visiting and just having a great time when I know I have all this hanging over my head. I have the attic that's stuffed, the garage that's stuffed, the basement that's filled. Now I don't have that. I'm free to enjoy the relationships and just enjoy my life. We are so much freer and happier now that everything's gone. So I guess the first thing I would say to you is you're worth it. You're worth it. You're worth living your best years now, right? We worked hard, we worked full time, we raised children, we've lived a good life, and now it's the reward of working so hard all these years to do what we want to do and not be bogged down by things and stuff, and just be free to enjoy. I think we think the things are going to bring in all these memories and the things are so important, but it's the people that are so important. Think about this as, while you are being overwhelmed and taking over by the things you have to take care of, the stuff you have to dust, all these decisions that you constantly have to make because you have so many things. What if everybody gave you that time to instead build on your relationships, be able to visit people that you don't normally always get to visit, and just kind of really build your, just build your friend base, build your family base, invest in people and not in things. I think you will just love that. So today, I guess I'm coming to you because a lot of people are just saying, I don't know if I can do it. And I'm telling you, yes, you can. And thank you so much for joining me. I hope that today you go around and just get started on the easy stuff. This is a process, and I think you just have to reward yourself every day with the victory of what you got rid of that day, and just keep telling yourself, I can do this, and I can do this, so that I don't leave a legacy of junk. I leave a legacy of good times and laughter and love and relationships and family. And also keep your eye on the prize, how good you're going to feel, how this burden's going to be lifted off of you. You're going to have a balance in your life. You're not going to be stressed out. It's hard when you have something hanging over your head. Well, this is not going to be hanging over your head anymore. You're going to be free to do the things you want to do. So I hope this encouraged you. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm telling you, when I was decluttering and downsizing, I would just turn on videos and listen to other people's stories, because it encouraged me that if they can do it, I can do it. It would give me ideas. It would give me, when some of my naysayers would say, I don't know if you're doing the right thing, or how are you ever going to go through all those costumes, or oh my gosh, or all that artwork, the science, 3D science project you still have. I mean, why did we save all this stuff? Because we were so proud of what our kids accomplished, and we just loved all that. But you know what? Call your child up. Tell them, oh my gosh, I was just going through these book reports that you wrote, and I read them, and they made me smile, and they made me laugh, and I just want to tell you again how proud I am of you. And hey, I took pictures of them because I still want to look back sometimes and look at those special ones. And hey, do you want these? You know, my kids mostly did not want their things, but hey, if they want them, this gives you a great opportunity to share that memory. We house a lot of memories, but do we talk about them? Do we share that with our child, that we were just so excited when they were, on the cover of the newspaper in high school? This is a good time to break in and just tell the people you love how proud you are of them. So I just want to say thank you for joining me. Again, subscribe to my channel. You can just be listening to me in the background saying, Belle says I can do it. I know I can do it. I'm going to get through this. So have a great day, and we'll see you soon.